Conor McGregor want to be a part of that?
I'm on it.
You're on it.
I'm on it. Well,
Who are you
I
fighting?
am. This is me. Michael Chandler.
What sounds like small talk here is in truth a thunderclap. McGregor just says it and tosses a match into gasoline. Conor drops the name, Chandler nods in the subtext, and suddenly the White House event looks like a fight poster that signs itself. No big theatrics, no epic monologue. Just that laid-back, it's me energy that forces MMA Twitter into caps lock. The stage is bigger than most main events of recent years. Historic card isn't marketing blah blahs. This thing wants to play icon. And that's exactly why McGregor's terse confirmation makes so much noise. He's the magnet, Chandler the wrecking ball, style collision in front of a monument that literally is called Monument. Unbelievable? That's exactly the point. A few sentences, 3 lines of pressure fueling, and all the ripcords are pulled. If that's the tone for the card, then this isn't asking whether someone is ready. This decides that he has to be ready. Officially, nothing is official, and that's exactly what makes it so explosive. The UFC is still holding the ink pad over the paper, no big announcement, no, it's done graphic. Dana White, on the other hand, the tone is conspicuously sunny, almost as if he's already having the red carpet vacuumed. Between the lines, it sounds like, get ready, this is going to be big. Meanwhile, Michael Chandler fits the picture perfectly. US flag on the shoulder, work ethic in his gaze, the kind of fighter you don't have to explain in front of the White House. For this stage, he seems set, as if the location had his name on the VIP wristband. And then there's Conor McGregor, the walking variable. With him, every commitment is a piece of art made of adrenaline and question marks. Today, I'm on it. Tomorrow, business plot twists. That's exactly what keeps the tension high and the pulse up the scale. Fact is, no official announcement, but all signs are blinking neon. If these dominoes fall, a historic card will crash into the country, and whoever thinks that's already wild hasn't seen the next insight. That's where the puzzle pieces suddenly slide into place. You have to picture it. Dana just drops the blueprints for a combat sports fairy tale on grass at Fox Sports. He shows photos of the White House setup, the walkout paths, where the octagon is going to stand exactly, plus behind the scenes that fans have been craving for days. Exactly the images that turn rumor into, okay, this is really happening. Satirical jab, anyone? It looks like someone modded the Madden playbook with UFC on the president's front lawn. Arrows, paths, camera axes, as if the card were kicking off tonight. The message between the pixels is clear. The UFC is locked in and isn't planning a nice backdrop, but an iconic statement. Exactly the stuff that pumps up expectations like a balloon. And that's just the opening act. Right after that, Dana reveals the hard numbers, weights, and the vision for the stage design. And that's when it really gets wild. This isn't a nice showcase. This is patriotism in the cage, cranked to max. The UFC seems fully locked on iconic, less event, more statement. The US star power bangs like fireworks. Sean Strickland, Sean Ali, Kayla Harrison, Bo Nickel, each name a headline, together a headline wall. White House backdrop, flag vibes, storylines with friction. The lineup feels like a timestamp, not like a date. This thing wants the history books, not just the highlights. Next up, hard facts, weights, load capacity, stage vision, the feasibility behind the myth.
How many seats there? What is the plan?
Well, we're still playing with that. It's going to be under 5,000 people. It depends on how much the lawn can hold. As far as weight, the octagon itself weighs 15,000 pounds. So we don't know. We're still working it out. And my vision for this thing is we have this big arch, as you can see, with the lighting grid, because what I want is the White House in the back. And then when the fight goes around to the other side, you'll see the Washington Monument.
This isn't logistics. This is heavy artillery on grass. Dana does live math. Under 5,000 on site, lawn load capacity as the final boss, and a 15,000-pound octagon that weighs more than some heavyweight careers. Vision on top, arch plus lighting grid, White House at the back, Washington Monument as the money shot on the camera sweep. Exactly the kind of grandiosity that turns an event into myth.
It's a massive operation right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Production cranked up to pay-per-view gala. Stage, sightlines, statics, everything has to fit or the octagon will waltz on the front lawn. And if that still sounds like exaggeration, the next part throws the mass area and the day program on top.
I think we have a shot of that with all the screens, and that's a lot more people in that area.
Yeah, we can fit 85,000 people over there. We're going to have a stage where music, we'll have bands playing all day, and then people will be able to bring blankets and lay around and watch the fights. We'll have screens up everywhere for everybody.
That doesn't sound like a fan zone. That's a festival that culminates in the octagon. Next to the main area, an 85,000 zone emerges. Stage, live bands all day, blankets on the grass, screens everywhere. Tailgate energy, but instead of tongs, you get spinning elbows. Two worlds collide perfectly here. intimate 5K arena in front of the White House and mass viewing next door. Logistics like a Super Bowl, optics like a state act. Exactly this mix turns a card into a landmark photo. Quick mandatory jab in between. Hit like and drop a follow so the next MMA gossip lands before the opening bell fades. And if that already sounds crazy, next up it's back to MMA, the UFC, or one of its fighters, and you won't believe what's on fire this time.